Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the foundation test video. So today's foundation test video is featuring this Hourglass Vanish Seamless Stick Foundation. Is that the name? Hourglass Vanish Seamless Finish Foundation Stick, and I have the shade Golden Almond. So if you're interested in seeing an all-day wear test, first impression, and a review on this foundation, be sure to keep watching this video. Okay, this foundation claims to give you a coverage of a concealer, conceal discoloration and imperfections. It also claims to give you a fluidity of a liquid, a weightlessness of a powder, and it's also saying it's a long wearing foundation, which is, I'm like, wow. And it says it is a waterproof foundation and it's going to give you an undetectable full coverage finish. The foundation itself comes in 26 shades ranging from blank to espresso. I have the shade Golden Almond. They say that it's medium, it has golden undertone, hence the word Golden Almond. The foundation itself is about 0.2 ounce or 7.2 grams. This one seems to be a little bit more than the Tarte Clay Stick. That's the only foundation stick that I apply all over my face that I do have that I can compare it to, and I believe this one costs more. So this is what the foundation looks like. I really like the packaging of this foundation, guys. The aesthetic of this foundation is just bomb. Can you see that? It's a triangular shape kind of foundation. The design is just so nice and sleek. It doesn't have a smell to it, which is good, you know. I can't smell anything. So they advise for you to apply this foundation like as a dot all over your face, and then basically go in with a foundation brush. As usual, I'm going to use both foundation brush as well as a beauty blender or a beauty sponge. I don't think a dot will suffice for me, to be honest. Wow, it's like I haven't applied anything. I like applying it with both the brush and the beauty sponge, to be honest. Now, in terms of the coverage, I have no coverage. I just have a color on my face. So I am going to try and build it up as much as I can, but I'm mainly going to focus on the areas where I feel like I need it the most. Ooh, this triangle under my eye. Child, I love this. I know that's a lot, but I'm going to push this thing to the limit. It feels nice and creamy when you have more on your face, but when you have less, like I did before, it felt dry. Ooh, baby. All right, so there we have it. This is the finished look. So it is pretty golden, but we're gonna go ahead and set it with a powder, because with this if you have this foundation, you need to set it with a powder, because it's not a matte finish foundation. It's kind of like a dewy / slightly luminous finish foundation, but it feels dewy to touch. Do you know what I mean? My blemish that's right here was concealed just before. Looks like this thing doesn't want to be concealed at all. Okay, I think that's better. I like the finish of this foundation once it's set with a powder. I like the finish of it before I set it with a powder, but I needed it to be less dewy. So now it is powdery. I'm not going to conceal my under eye because this foundation has already done that for me, which is fantastic. I haven't had that in a few foundation tests now, literally. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the translucent shade of the Laura Mercier powder. I'm gonna go ahead and just put that under my eye just to add a little bit of more contrast to my face, do you know what I mean? So this will kind of act like my highlighter. Fantastic. All right, so what time is it right now? The time is 1:50 p.m. At the top there, you can see, I hope you can see that. So it's 1:50 p.m. right now. Let's say this is the time that I finish applying the foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and bronze up my face in Covergirl, and I'm gonna highlight my faces in my Revolution highlighter, and I'll show you guys what my finished face look like. The bandana's probably going to stay on. So this is what my face looks like after I've bronzed it up and put a little bit of highlighter and zhuzh my face up with a bit of lipstick, you know what I'm saying? Smack it on. Yeah. All right, so honestly guys, this foundation has me feeling all type of way in a good way. Like literally, it's making me feel like I am more beautiful than I think I am. Do you know what I mean? I think I like how your body feels next to me. Oh baby, when you're kissing me. Oh baby, when you're loving me. I can't describe what I want to do to you tonight. Oh, baby, it just looks so flawless. It feels really lightweight. I am sitting on a full coverage right now. I don't see any of my blemishes, even the stubborn one that's usually down here. I don't see it because I went ahead and I concealed a little bit more. Again, just focus on that spot. My bronzer applied really beautifully on top of it. This foundation is reminding me of the Urban Decay All Nighter foundation. That one doesn't really feel as lightweight as this one feels. Do you know what I mean? So this is my face looks like. Remember, we finished applying it at 1:50 p.m. So I'll see you guys later on tonight. I can't can't stop staring at myself. It's like I should go on a date now. Even though I ain't got nobody to go on a date with. But thank God I'm going to school tonight. So, why are you looking at me? Does my face not look good? Does it look good or not? Are you jealous? Alright guys, so it's been much later, about 8.5 hours later, and this is what my face looks like right now. As you can see, I've got sheen on my nose. My face has looked like this since around 4:30, so that's about 3 hours after I applied the makeup. It's not as bad. Everything still looks nice and healthy. I can see my texture, but it's not as bad. Even my stubborn blemish that's on my chin area right here, like it's trying to peek through, but the foundation is like, no. Who do you think you are? You're going to stay hidden. Literally, yes, despite the fact that I actually used a lot of powder on top of it today, the foundation is separating around my smile line here. But everywhere else, honestly guys, my face looks so good. Wait a minute, my forehead, foundation looks to be faded a tiny little bit, but it's not as bad as other foundations that I've tested in my foundation test over the past couple of weeks. Almost 10 hours or so later, my face looks this good. Yes, I have sheen, but it looks good. So I really like this foundation. Okay, so let's just go straight with the claim. So basically, the longevity claim doesn't really fit oily skin or oily combination skin. They said this foundation is full coverage. This foundation is not full coverage straight off the bat. Like if you do exactly what they recommended, which is to dot it all over your face and then buff it out with a brush, you are not going to get any coverage if you have hyperpigmentation and discolorations like I do. But when I went in and I applied a more generous amount in the areas where I really need it the most, I got a full coverage. So this foundation gets 2 thumbs up from me. I don't have any other cons to say about it except for the smile line situation, the little bit of texture, the little bit of separation on my forehead and whatnot, and the sheen on my face. That's it, you know. So should we go ahead and blot? Let's go ahead and blot. Wow, you can see that there's actually a bunch of oil under my skin that was trying to surface, but this foundation wasn't letting it surface because this sponge was sticking to my face and I could hear it. There was a lot of oil underneath the foundation that wasn't coming through. Wow, this foundation, literally, it gets 2 thumbs up. If you feel like you can afford this foundation, I would highly recommend this foundation over the Tarte Clay Stick foundation. This is the only thing I can compare it to, literally, because this is the only other stick foundation that I have, and I believe the price difference is not that much, so maybe add a couple of bucks and get this Hourglass foundation right here, because this is the bombdiggity.com. For oily skin, we still got a blot, but it's still good compared to other foundations I've tried over the past couple of weeks, literally. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Question of the day: have you tried this foundation yet? If you haven't and you have oily skin or oily combination skin, after watching this video, what do you think? Are you gonna get it or are you gonna give it a pass? Yeah? Alright, so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already, and please thumbs up this video because that helps me out a lot. And as always, whatever you're doing, so love yourself, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye. Time to go and wash my face. It's 10:30 p.m. now, literally.